I don't know what you think you're doing, but you need to stop whatever it is you're doing. Go listen to Feral Activity podcast right now. Right now. It's feral.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Feral Activity Podcast. I'm not your main host, but I'm your co-host, Sachi Ice Queen. I have next to me my beautiful husband, Stunning Butterfly, like another voice of the jungle has called him. Are you gonna
I
share
am the jungle.
something?
Okay.
Are you?
My armpits are a testimony to that.
And we have Callie, an OG, and we also have a new voice of the jungle. You've never heard him before. It's AJ, and he's gonna help us with this episode. So I'm super excited. So definitely excited for this conversation just because we met Cheri um last September, and
Yes.
it was through Gigi, Dr. Gigi Sabat. She had a Global Warrior conference, and we had a good time at her house, and we got to know a little bit about what Cheri does. I got to sit on that little mat thing.
Yes.
She'll explain what that is, but it was pretty cool. But we definitely, whenever we created this, hey Zen, whenever we created this podcast, I told my husband, I was like, she would be a really good guest for this podcast. And so, since we mainly record on TikTok, this is kind of a double whammy right now because we're on Zoom and TikTok. But I'm sure you'll be able to hear Callie. I'll and so yeah, but definitely, sure you reintroduce yourself, tell us a little bit about what you do, and then we'll go from there.
Wonderful. My name is Cheri, and I am a functional wellness coach. I do human design as well as I teach people how to age slower and heal faster through supplementation, nutrition, all the things, as well as deep tissue, kick your ass, wonderful massages.
Oh yeah, I
Um,
remember you taught me like some to do on my husband.
exactly. And I teach people how to work on themselves and others in healthy ways. So you avoid doing things that could be potentially dangerous to your partner.
Being married is potentially dangerous, but I still did it.
Well,
That
if you're
part.
working, yeah.
Y'all don't understand when we met Cheri. Oh, well, Cheri. Well, when we met Cheri, I did not think that I was going to find up fucked up individuals like myself. Well, that was a newsflash. Because here I am thinking, I didn't know that we were on the same line of the spectrum. Yeah, come to find out, we're just as autistic as one another.
Exactly.
But she's more or less, I'm going to believe in the process of transcending. Whereas I believe in the process of hitting shit. But I learned to be more woosah because of Cherie. So I'm trying to learn to take that into what we do. It was really interesting though, because here we are, we're talking about like domestic violence and marital stuff, and then I see Cherie step up here. So what I need you to do is lay on your back.
I
You're
remember
like, okay,
that.
where are we going with this, Gigi? It's like, no, I need a volunteer. Okay, look, where are we really going with this? And then it made sense. Oh, she stretches people out. Okay, my mind's still turning a million miles an hour. I have lots of questions. is this an OnlyFans convention or is this what we got going on here? So
And I was wearing that outfit where it was all sheer.
yes, and then you had like a flower power outfit. I'm like, what are we doing here? Is this Woodstock or is this, a convention? I was waiting on the doobies and the dabs to come out. Like I was waiting. So it got really interesting to see what she's doing because, we dug into like her business, and she's actually got a very respectable business, down in the Miami-Dade, Tampa area. And so to see that also she is in a nudist community. You don't just meet people who actually live in that community. So we have had lots of questions from then till now, even then. So you definitely don't want to miss what's going on in this episode because AJ is over there getting ready to lose his autism because he has all the questions in the world. You're going to hear from Hoosier Girl, our good friend Callie.
Yeah.
We may have some other people pop in and out, but I'm telling you,
Speaking of that,
we've
I
heard.
actually do. I have a special guest on my end. I got my little homie. He just pulled up. He's got AirPod in as well, so he might chime in a couple times as well, asking questions and shit.
Look, Cheri, you're already encouraging AJ to show his physical side. Relax and show how feminine you are. I mean, guys, you guys definitely don't want to miss this. This is something that's going to be an ongoing thing. AJ is actually going to be one of my new continuous voices as one of the male voices on Feral Activity. And not to mention, he will be doing a lot of in-person interviews with myself. We actually were just talking about this when he came over. He will be sharing his story about going from addiction to being where he is now and the amazing progress that he's made in almost 7 years.
As he lights a cigarette.
Well, the thing is, to go from being a habitual drug user to then being clean and making a good life for yourself is an inspiration to many, many people out there because there's so many people who don't want to get clean, don't know how to get clean, or they have trouble staying clean.
Yeah.
And that's what we're about. On a serious note about who we are and what we do, that's something that Cheri does as well. She works with a lot of former addictors. And she tries to help them get down to a better path in life and shows them that life is, greener on the other side. You just have to be willing to open yourself up to it.
Yeah, not only is she a masseuse, she's also in the health and wellness.
Health and wellness is
industry.
very important to your life. Like
So,
even if it's just doing deep, relaxing tissue massages, you'd be surprised how much stress that unloads off of somebody. Because a lot of people do turn to drugs. A lot of people do turn to alcohol and other means of, not so good things. So,
Right.
she's been changing the world where she's at, and we're doing that here. So definitely for all those who are listening, do not hold out on this opportunity because if you do have questions, which I know you do.
if you're on TikTok, go ahead and start commenting. If you're on TikTok, go ahead and if you have any questions, let us know. I did want to quote unquote pass the mic to Callie. She is a fellow Floridian, so definitely wanted her on with us. So
for people.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
It's my people.
So take it away, Callie. I wanted you definitely to be one of the first ones to, start asking questions and, she hopefully she can hear you. Go ahead.
Want to become part of a nudist community, be a nudist, I mean, did you literally just wake up one day and be like, hey, I want to be naked all the fucking time?
It all started in massage school. When you're laying on a massage table in front of 60 other people and oops, I pulled all the sheets off of you and you're just butt ass naked. Once that happens 30 or 40 times, there's no desire, and I don't like how fabric feels against my skin. And I lived on a few acres where there was nobody around and I was naked all the time. And then I was like, well, I'm not going to live anywhere except where I can be naked going in and out from the car. So, yeah, it's gradually gotten bigger and bigger. And then I had been to that nudist resort a few times. And I was like, yeah, that's where I want to live.
Okay.
Naked walk around the neighborhood was so liberating.
Yeah. So I guess that answers my next question. Are you just pretty much nude all the time unless you have to go into like the general population?
Yes, and if I have a client at the house, I do not work nude.
Okay. For a silly question, do you cook when you're naked? Because personally, I would be afraid of getting oil splatters in some really unfortunate places.
I have an amazing apron, and that's all I wear.
Okay. Okay. Have you ever
Yeah.
fallen down while naked and injured a really unfortunate part of your body?
I've had things splatter on unfortunate parts of my body. And yeah, it kind of sucks. That's why I have the apron.
That's what that apron's for. You don't get that bacon grease in them coochie lips.
Oh my
Yes.
God.
No.
This is where AJ's question comes in handy. Go ahead. Go ahead,
So,
AJ. You told me one of the questions that you had. Go ahead.
so curiosity killed the cat. This cat still has 6 lives left. So, like on a windy day, would your lips get fucking chapped? Like, would your puss lips get chapped on a windy day, and you have to like unchap them motherfuckers, or is
Well, I guess if you had longer lips and stuff, I'm all nice and compact, so no.
okay? That answers my question.
Oh my gosh.
So for you loose lip motherfuckers out there,
Slim motherfuckers got chapped lips, bro.
So, okay, I have a question. Okay, so whenever what made you want to leave? Because I know you said that you were that you left the community. What made you want to leave?
Um, just the really old people. Like, really, really. When you come to my community, I give a disclaimer to all my clients. Just come in with blinders. You cannot burn the images from your retinas. It's there forever. Sometimes there's men that have everything sucked up inside and two big balls hanging out. There's some crazy shit that you see, and it's like, I wish I had a younger community to be in because the people I live with I'm like one of the youngest ones, and I'm 51.
Mm-hmm. You look damn good for 51.
Thank you.
51.
I know that picture that you sent me yesterday. I was like, damn, if I was her age and I had ass like that, I'd want to show it too. Like, I was like, wow. But yeah.
That's doing massages. I mean, it is weightlifting, but that's a lot of massage.
Yeah.
When I do a massage, it's like a choreographed workout dance.
Okay. So to
It's
piggyback off of Sachi's question, do you no longer live? I don't know what you call it, a community compound. Still, do you no longer live inside that? You live out in what? I guess general population.
Oh no, no, no. I'm not moving out with you muggles.
Muggles.
Be awkward. Fuck that.
I'm not doing the whole clothing thing unless I absolutely have to. I'm still at that community. I'm considering moving 4 miles up the road to a younger one, but they don't have as much nature. So I may just stay where I am because my view is the whole reason why I'm there and the nakedness. Mainly the nakedness, but the view.
to join the community? Like, I don't even know where one group would be, but like, if someone comes to you guys and wants to be like, we want to join the community, move here. Like, are there certain things they have to follow or do beforehand?
Well, a nudist community is not a swinger community, so you're not allowed to have sex out in the open. There's no fondling and stuff like that. It's still, there's families that live in there, but there's a lot of really old freaking people. And it's just a naturalist community with a swinger club at the front.
Okay.
So apart from the health coaching that you do, you mentioned that you also do human design readings. For someone that doesn't know what that is, what is that? What do you do?
So human design is like a combination of astrology, astronomy, and the I Ching and Ayurveda, and all the different ancient modalities, along with quantum physics and quantum entanglement, all that stuff. And it gives you a map, a design for your body. It tells you, like, if you're a manifester, a generator, a projector, these different things. And there's different populations of people that are in each one of them. And based off your design is how you would best do life. And you would find, if you're a successful person, you've pretty much figured out your design and you're doing it the right way. If you're seriously struggling, then you're not in alignment with who you are supposed to be. So this human design is really amazing. It tells you your fears. It tells you like your incarnation cross. So it gives you a guide as to what you should be doing in this life. Like for me, it says that I'm supposed to be in holistic and natural medicines. And I'm a disruptor. I'm the right angle cross of revolution. Ah, yes. So, and then there's people that have all they need to do in life is just go have fucking fun, luckies. What the heck is that? And if they're doing that, then they're in alignment with what they're supposed to be. So it helps. Like, I work with a lot of young families, parents and new babies, and finding out what their fears, what their genetic fears are and genetic traumas. And if you can start working with them at a young age, they won't have to go through some of the crap that we've all had to go through. So it's really, really important to do that. If I had known the things about myself when my daughter was young and known about my daughter, it would have made things so much better. It really, really would have. And I could have helped mitigate some of the things that she's had to go through because of her being so different than, I mean, everybody's so different than anybody else. But when you can see that this person is just got this ingrained fear of whatever it is, you can work with it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing because like a lot of people, they go through traumatic events and then they don't heal from it, you know. And I'm sure that this type of reading and things, it helps you kind of recognize things that you probably don't necessarily know about yourself. Am I understanding that right? Is that what your clients
Yes.
do?
And you can understand, like, when we get into it, we also go through things you can do to help heal and explaining how your body, your types, and what centers in your body are actually lit up and the ones that are open. And you need to connect with people that can fill your open places so that things can be accomplished properly. And like some people, if they're a projector, they have to wait to be invited. They cannot like go up and try and give their opinion or try and help somebody. It won't be taken. And people who are projectors will find out that anytime they try to interject themselves into anything, it's taken terribly. But if they're invited for their knowledge, then it goes wonderful. And like me, I'm a manifester, I'm a pure manifester. There's only 9% of all humans are manifestors. And I'm to initiate. I'm a disruptor or somebody that I can go and be the spark and get it all started and then pass stuff on to the generators who is like they're the worker bees. They can absolutely manifest things, but in the way that they're supposed to. We're all manifestors, but we all do it in different ways.
So whenever it came to like the health coaching and then what turned you into like doing the human readings? Like what sparked that side of that part of your coaching?
That ended up probably after my fourth or fifth weekend of doing ayahuasca and then doing the deep work and all the journaling. I've journaled every single day since 2021. And just going in and doing the deep work and recognizing the patterns that I'm having. And then I'm like, there's got to be something else. And like somebody else asked me about human design, and I'm like, I don't know what that is. And they showed me the thing. And then because I'm a 5-1, so I'm a heretic investigator. Heretic is my personality. That's why I say shit and it just blurts out, and it's absolutely inappropriate most of, not all of the time, but a lot of the time. And that's just the heretic in me. And I'm also an investigator, so I go down deep, deep, wide rabbit holes. And I became obsessed with it. And I was like, I need to learn how to communicate with other people better. And at least every one of my clients and anybody that I work with. So we can actually make progress. And it's truly helped me be able to communicate with different types of people, people with vagal nerve dysfunctions, people with other traumatic events in their lives and addictions and stuff like that. And when you can look into their charts and see what's going on, and then they confirm how right it is. And I can honestly tell you, in over 100 and probably 20 readings that I've done now, only about 3 people have said, nah, I don't see it.
Oh, wow.
And that they might not have had their birth time correct.
Yeah.
Because it matters. You cannot do human design without your birth time.
Interesting.
It changes significant things. One of my clients had it, she thought it was PM and it was AM. When we plugged in the PM and I went through and we talked about everything, she's like, that just doesn't seem to be. And then she found her birth certificate with the time on it, and it was AM. And oh, yeah, that's me. I'm living right in alignment. I mean, she's doing great. She's successful. I mean, who doesn't have traumas? And those are things that I work on when I'm working on your body. I do a lot of visceral work through the abdomen and getting up underneath the ribs and in the pelvis area, when you release the tissues and the fascia, it also releases the energy from traumas. So while you're on the table and we're doing some breath work and working through the abdomen, it can release a lot of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And so that happens frequently on the table. But
So Callie asked, have you ever had someone when you were doing that like burst out and like cry uncontrollably?
oh, absolutely. And then you just stay with them, you hold the space for them. Yeah, if it's okay, you continue to fully release it from the tissues. Once that's gone, that's you releasing someone else's energy, some other energy from your body that is not yours, and claiming yours back. You get your power back
Mm-hmm.
when you can release.
AJ,
And
pretty quiet over there.
Gathering information. Listen, I'm a little retarded, so I'm trying to process everything.
You came in with a chap pussy lip question, then just bounced the things.
No, right.
It went from chat pussy lips to massaging my ass, and now I'm like, okay, this sounds like a really good butt fucking that's about to happen.
Oh my goodness.
oh, yeah, I do give the best butt love. Fists and elbows deep.
We are in Arkansas, you know, big screw.
Listen now.
I don't do any interrectal anything. I don't go in your body except your mouth.
Oh,
My
Well, I
fingers go in
definitely
your
want to
mouth.
take a moment and thank TikTok, but I do feel like they're flagging me. So Callie,
Uh-oh.
if you're wanting to join on Zoom, that's why we have this backup on Zoom because sometimes TikTok be a little sensitive. I do love TikTok Shop.
no, we don't.
I have. So, but yeah, Callie, if it for some reason they shut it down, we're still on Zoom.
We are indeed on the Zoom call.
Because he don't have a soft butt cheek like that, okay? He's just mad because his is probably full of shit and all.
My gosh.
More or less, it's more
It,
full of
yeah.
shit than anything.
Well,
Well,
that's what the
I did want to
abdominal
thank
work.
our sponsors, and definitely also mention Gigi. We met her. Life Services of America is an amazing organization. We definitely partner with them a lot to do a lot of online content, as well as 343 Ministries, it's a publishing company, but we also do weddings and stuff. So, we also did want to mention Weddings by Weston. We're their new officiants, bilingual officiants. So it's definitely something. Maybe we'll go. Yeah, bilingual international officiants. So maybe we'll go see you in Florida one of these days when we get a wedding over there, Cheri.
Absolutely, come visit. Let's do the 190-degree sauna and the 40-degree cold plunge.
Yeah. Whenever I was in Conway, I did exercise in the hot tub. Like I would do 15 minutes because in the hot tub you can only be in there for 15 minutes at a time. Because it's bad for your skin. And so I would do 15 minutes and then get out for like a couple minutes and then go back in. And so,
Mm-hmm.
and then after I was done, I would go in the sauna. So
Nice.
I liked
I
all that.
got another question.
Yes.
I just thought of this. So before we started this, you said you got bit by a fucking monkey. Where did you get bit? Because my mind's saying right on the fucking nipple.
Oh my God.
On my index finger.
Okay.
A friend's parents had two pet Bulgarian squirrel monkeys.
Mhm.
They wore clothing, they wore diapers, they ate with silverware. half the house was barred off like a jail cell, and that's where the monkeys were.
Okay.
And we came in, one of them was sleeping, and the other one wanted to play. I was playing with the one, then the other one woke up, got jealous, attacked the one I was playing with, knocked it out of my hands, and it went to retaliate, and my hand was there. And thankfully, I had the forethought to not rip my hand out of its mouth, because that would have been a lot worse.
That would have been really fucking bad.
Right. So I ended up having rabies shots and 10 days in ICU because I got a blood and a bone infection. That kind of sucked. But it was really funny, just that I got bit by a monkey. And back then, I had to say that it was the Silver Springs monkeys because there were Silver Spring monkey attacks in 1997 because my friend's parents didn't have homeowners insurance. Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah. So it is what it is.
That answers that question. So
But
you were talking about like how people are like manifestors and things like that. How can you tell that someone's a manifester or not?
I would need your birth date, birth time, and birthplace.
Okay.
And I could tell you.
So I don't know the exact time. I want to say it was in the morning.
Okay.
May 27th of 99 in Montana.
Hold on. Let me. Um, all right. May what?
27th of 99.
Oh, look at this, y'all. She's doing a live one.
What time do you think?
I want to say it was AM.
That's pretty broad. There's 12 hours there. Can you simplify it down to an hour? And legitimately, every, I think, 10 to 20 minutes counts.
I want to say it was like 10 o'clock. If I remember being
Your
told right.
breakfast. And
Yeah. If I remember being told right.
so we're going to throw in about 10:15 a.m.
Okay.
And what is the biggest city near where you were born? Where were you born?
Deer Lodge, Montana.
You are a generator and you're an investigator as your personality and a martyr as your subconscious. And the martyr means you bump into shit and figure out what's wrong, and
Mhm.
then you still have the determination to say there's got to be a better way, and
Mhm.
you will always keep bumping into shit. That's what it says, pretty much. And you're a generator, so that's about 70% of the population are generators.
Mhm.
And your strategy is to respond. Where me, as a manifester, my strategy is to initiate
Okay.
and to inform. And then your authority is an emotional authority. So that's in your solar plexus. We're not getting into the deep things. Except your right angle cross of planning. This is your purpose, is rooted in the desire to enhance the world around you through innovative thinking and problem solving. With an inherent passion for progress, you approach challenges with an analytical mindset, seeking out new and creative ways to improve upon existing ideas. As you delve deeper into your purpose, you discover that your ability to connect with others and inspire a collective sense of enthusiasm is a vital aspect of your mission. You are a natural leader, bringing together individuals with diverse talents and perspectives to achieve a shared goal. However, as you strive towards your purpose, you may encounter obstacles in the form of limited resources or support. It's important to recognize that achieving your goals may require collaboration and a willingness to seek outside assistance. So it sounds like you're kind of doing that.
Sound about right to you? Yeah.
Oh, another big thing to understand is your definition. Like you have a split definition. That means
Okay.
you have two centers in your body that's telling you yes or no. Somebody with a single definition, they're better at making decisions where you'll be like, yes. And then that other little part saying, are you sure this could go wrong or that might be better? You got all that shit happening.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're in alignment with yourself, you put off this energy of, I'm satisfied, things are good. And when you're not in theme with yourself, when you're not in alignment with what you're supposed to be doing and everything, you're in frustration. So generators are either satisfied or frustrated. Then there's like me. I am a manifester. So I either put off peace and calm or vicious, horrible anger. That's why
Whoa.
that's manifestors, they're either peaceful or they're angry. And so Putin is a manifester 5-1 just like me. Heart ego. I think Mother Teresa, Gandhi, we're all manifestors. So we've got Hitler was, Napoleon was. All the big bad ones, all the really amazing ones are manifestors.
Yeah.
So it's different. And then like projectors, a projector is either successful or bitter. Nobody's afraid of bitter. Nobody's afraid of frustrated. People fear anger. So,
I've been told I get pretty scary when I'm angry.
everybody can get really scary when they're angry.
You're right. I think,
But as a general
Like when he gets
aura that you would put on.
wow. I don't know if you heard that, AG, but my husband said he likes it when you get angry.
Oh, would you like to hear your genetic trauma?
My
This
husband
is
for Monarch.
For who?
Oh, for AJ, the one that you're doing right
Yeah,
now.
for AJ.
AJ, do you want to hear what is it called? Traumatic.
Your genetic trauma. This is a trauma that has been with your soul for a long time. and it's come, and yours is the trauma of shame. It's a shame to be yourself. I'm not like everyone else. I'm not valuable enough for others. I don't meet their expectations, fear of being unimportant. And this may be things that you have already dealt with.
Yeah.
And people who have experienced this trauma do something to hide their shame of failure. They take on too many responsibilities, help others, are socially active, and as a result, they demonstrate their worth to everyone. They're distinguished by sacrificial relationships in the family, at work, and with children. When such a person is convicted of their fear of insolvency, their reaction usually is a joke, transferring shame to others. Such people actively shame others. The key to resolving this issue is to submit and accept responsibility, to open up, to trust, embrace your guilt, and understand that there is nothing to be ashamed of. On a deep level, shame makes you feel worthless, which might lead you to wasting your energy demonstrating that you are worthy. Such people may be obsessed with their jobs. Recognizing and accepting yourself as you might be very uncomfortable at first. Everyone prefers to escape shame rather than confront it. You try to keep your life busy so as to distract yourself from how you really feel. People with the trauma of shame tend to do other things they do not need to do in order to prove their worth. As soon as they are recognized, they immediately run away. Some in the business, some turn away into humor, and some just get up and leave physically or mentally. And the way you're supposed to heal from this is humor and stop avoiding, which it seems you do.
Man, so AJ, how did that make all of that make you feel?
That was spot on. Like all of it. Cause like I used to, like my dating life has been shit, like all my life. And so like used to I'd feel like, maybe I'm not worth time and energy for anybody. But now I kind of look at it like, I know I'm worth something to somebody. It's just they're gonna recognize it when it's too late.
Right.
And so that's not on me. That's on them. I enjoy my life. I enjoy doing the things I do. I do keep a pretty busy life, but it's also because I got real bad ADHD as well. So I have to stay busy or I will go bonkers. And with that, if I don't keep myself self active and I don't keep myself, you know, doing things and making like something of my life for myself, I'm never going to get to where I want to be.
Right. Yeah. And, ooh, wait. Do you want to know your 9 fears? You have 9 fears.
Yeah.
Chaos. You are afraid of chaos and disorder. You experience inner restlessness and constant thoughts that there will never be order in your life. Constantly trying to rationally explain yourself how to proceed. Challenge. You're afraid that your opinion will be challenged, so you don't express it. You look for facts to support your point of view because you feel insecure. Ignorance, constant thoughts and inner fear. If you do not find the answers to your important questions, you will not understand what the truth is. Fear that you will not be able to know the truth and afraid of losing inspiration. Death. You're afraid that you will live a meaningless life, not understanding the higher principles and goals of your existence. You're always searching for such a goal in life that's worth sacrificing for. For the sake of such a goal, you are ready to consciously take risks and fight. Failure. You're afraid of failure, so you often procrastinate instead of starting something that could lead you to material prosperity. You may be overly conservative. At the same time, you have a gut feeling and understanding of what and when exactly needs to, what and when, yeah, needs to be done to move on up the social ladder and achieve material prosperity. Inconsistency. Fear that you will not be able to establish a long, deep, permanent relationship with someone as you are constantly drawn to new emotional and sexual experiences. Traditions. You're afraid that your participation or support to help a loved one when it comes time to sorting out their life will not be rewarded. You are afraid that despite your best efforts, you will be betrayed and abandoned. At the same time, you may worry that you are not giving your loved one proper support. Past. You're afraid that negative experiences from the past will repeat, which lead to material losses, money, and real estate. You're afraid of having uncertainty, instability with everything you need financially. So you are looking for someone with whom you think a worthy existence will be guaranteed. And the last one is nature. You are afraid that you will be useless to people close to you, to your circle of friends. The fear of being replaced or rejected and not needed can be so strong that you can change your principles to please loved ones. Those are your 9 fears. How did those line up?
Spot on. Like to the T.
Yeah. So now, wouldn't it be cool if you had known this 20 years earlier? So you could see that this is a pattern of mine and start adopting new thought processes to help you through that.
Yeah. Especially when I was in high school.
Yeah. And that's why I think parents of young children really need to check into this. I mean, not only for them, but for their children. And then I work it through a different program that shows your compatibility with another person and how your dynamics work. And it's so cool. And then when you mix the two together, it can show who should be giving the most attention, which parent can take care of what thing, or maybe the parents can modify themselves to work with it, but understanding who they are essentially also, because sometimes the way that I express things wasn't getting through to my daughter, no matter how many times I explained it, because she needed a different way. And had I known that, it would have made high school so much fucking better.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
sure. I mean,
Oh my God.
so many kids struggle in that time anyway. So like I think them knowing this information about themselves, I think it would definitely be super beneficial. It could possibly even save kids that, you know, potentially OD and because they're so lost in drugs and drugs. And so I know we're on TikTok and so we love TikTok shop anyways, but yeah, I think it would be super beneficial because like a lot of kids they struggle a lot with identity issues and I think that would like kind of help them kind of find themselves because
Yeah.
they're getting that reading.
Right. And then I also typically guide people through proper breathing techniques, like not all the other breathing exercises, like full body fascia breathing, and where you're feeling the expansion through all the tissues of your body with each breath as you're taking this in. And honestly, if you just breathe like that when you're listening to somebody, you're able to take in not just the words, you're able to take in the whole meaning of everything if you're breathing properly.
Yeah, have you heard of 90 breath work?
Yes, I have heard of it.
Yeah, one of the people and Learning Idiom actually was one of the sponsors to the Dr. Rob Kelly's conference in San Antonio, and that's where me and my husband first experienced 90 breath work, and it was like it definitely helped my husband a lot. He even said like it caused a lot of peace in him, and I could definitely feel it around him as well. So like a lot of people don't know the power of like a 40-minute session of some kind of, quote unquote therapy or
Intentional breath work. They
yeah.
don't even have to look at it as therapy. Intentional breath work.
Yeah. Because like the way that 9D works is you're doing breathing exercises, but it's also sending suggestive things. So it uses a lot of neurology more than anything else. And since Dr. Rob Kelly, he's a neurologist, of course, why not would he? So he's a facilitator, a 9D facilitator in San Antonio. And so we got to experience it because of him. But yeah, it's definitely something that me and my husband were definitely wanting to in the future probably do here. And you can also do virtual sessions as well, not just in person. But we definitely want to bring that because not here in Arkansas, there's nothing like that 90 breath work here, nothing like it. And so, but it costs a good penny to actually be a 90 um, facilitator. And so we can do it like virtually just because we don't have the headphones and the blindfolds. But I have some like two of the lessons I think on my computer that I can play just so that they get kind of like a glimpse of what it is,
Right.
which is really, really cool. But that's awesome that you got to do that to AJ and Callie. Do you have any further questions before we say, last words and close it out?
I think so.
All right. Well, my husband said he didn't have any other questions either. Give any shout outs you want to give, where they could find you. I'm going to put the link to your website in the bottom, and as well as everywhere so that they can reach out to you. But definitely tell people how they can reach you, what socials you're on, how they can connect with you.
Awesome. Well, my socials, all of them are for FOR, love of the body. And that's on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. And then I'm also Cheri Amethyst on Facebook.
Yeah, well, we shared it to our we have a dating group on Facebook. Definitely wanted to shout that group out. There's, a good amount of people in there. We're about to start doing speed dating events here in Little Rock. And so they're definitely gonna know about you. Just because we share all of our Feral Activity podcast episodes on there. But yeah, definitely get in touch with her. Like I said, I'll leave the link to her website in the description and tag her. That way you guys can reach out to her. Thank you, Cherie, so much for your time.
Thank you.
And we look forward to seeing you in the gala. You're definitely invited to come. Like this gala is going to be amazing. We're going to bring like people from parts of the world, just to spread awareness of, breast cancer awareness, suicide awareness. So it's going to be a really good event. So each speaker is going to focus on a particular subject. And so I'm super excited. AJ, you have any last words or questions for her?
No, ma'am, that'll be it.
All righty. Well, thank you so much, and I'll go ahead and play the music out. We definitely wanted to shout out Romeo. He definitely did this intro for us, and so it it's it's definitely a really cool. So um, Romeo, we wanted to shout you out for doing the intro for us. So here we go.
If you're not listening to Feral Activity Podcast, I don't know what the fuck you're doing with your life. I don't know what the fuck you think you're doing, but you need to stop whatever it is you're doing. Go listen to Feral Activity Podcast right now. Right now. It's Feral.